yes.
It's four-leaf clover. Make a wish. Wish you weren't so awkward, bud.
No ego on that side of Hollywood, is there?
Because maybe they're just as good and we're wasting time.
Why can't you just admit it's over?
Some people are in it just for the art.
It's too complicated. It's like algebra. Why you gotta put numbers and letters together? Why can't you just go yourself?
Hey now.
Not everyone's going to enjoy this show. Settle in.
Yeah. Duffel board.
Duffel
Let's
board.
go!
Duffel
Squad!
board. Duffel board.
We're going to have to get more into that here soon. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But what Big Trox is trying to tell you.
Oh, you got to edit that one out. I
illustrious
pushed the wrong button, Cotton. You're gonna have to bleep that one.
We couldn't hear it. Yeah,
you could. Yeah, you could. You're gonna have to bleep it.
What we're trying to say, welcome to Scrub Hop Talk, baby. Woo!
I was standing up when the show started, and I just decided to just put my new shirt in front of the show. Duffel board's a fun game that exists at a local pub here in the Pacific Northwest. And it's kind of like it's like mini golf and shuffleboard combined. It's kind of cool. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. That's just a shirt that I'm wearing, guys. It's episode 182, guys. I threw my pen.
I just want to say,
not today. Not with you.
Play me off as the only merch whore, but like you're definitely like you're a merch whore. You just go for like different, but you're right there. You did not quit anything, my friend. You were still.
I never said I did. Have you looked behind me?
Yeah, you tried to go to those meetings. Shitheads, welcome to Scrub.
Meetings are good.
We appreciate you for being here. As always, please, if you're new, like, follow, subscribe, and share this link. Let people know that you are in fact around, but beeping around us on Scrub Hop Talk, and we appreciate you guys very, very much. We love you guys. My name is JDirty, Big Trox, Little Trox. How y'all doing on this fine Sunday?
I need all that, bro.
Yeah,
that was good. You had very, very good energy there. And
thanks. I've been really practicing in the shower.
It sounded good. I mean,
I
would like.
God damn it! I did it again. Are we still
doing that? Keep doing that all the time. Definitely too early.
Gonna pull up, have that same energy.
I'm not bleeping it, but yeah.
Okay,
you're gonna have to. Guys, 182. We're here. Episode 2 of season 10 is what that equates to for all you numerologists out there. We know you are aplenty.
Yes.
My name is Big Trox, and I'm here for a good time.
Yeah. Yep.
Troxy Cotton, I've been meaning to tell you that I feel like lately
your fire's on fire.
Your fire's on fire. It's been on fire.
Are you coming into this? I'm just noticing you got like a whole like upset gimmick. What's up? Are you upset from Wednesday?
Are you crying about Wednesday?
You're all like you're asking for an apology. You're down there being all
no. I just thought that he was gonna apologize. I just figured he would apologize for his behavior.
Apologize for what?
For running behavior generally,
for running the show while you're sleeping in the bottom cube,
for running the show. That's what he says.
All right, we're not doing this.
Yeah, we did this on Wednesday. We are already into a new week.
You know, you guys ask me how I'm doing, and I start to tell you, and you start. We're not doing this.
I didn't ask you how you were doing. I said you're just going to be down there like all sulky. Like you said,
I'm not sulky.
And no. We don't need to hear why you're not sulky.
We know that this is your new gimmick, and you can't do this every show. It's gonna get.
What do you mean gimmick? That's a funny word.
Jay, are you thirsty? Are you thirsty?
What do you mean gimmick?
I'm an alcoholic.
Let's do it.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
What the do you mean gimmick? You piece of dog.
There's the
3 more beeps.
No, not this early. This early, we're fine.
We're still not.
No,
Big Trox, what are you drinking on this fine night before your brother cares too much?
I wanted to do a quick shout out to Mayhem again because she was out and about doing her shopping the other day, and she found me a new one that I had never seen or heard of. Sent me a picture of it, and I was like, "Scoop me that boy up." This is from Everyday Brewing. It's called Foggy Goggles Hazy IPA. Look at that can, boys.
That's good.
Isn't that a great can?
Looks very adventurous.
A guy on skis. He's got some fog in his goggles. He's got a cute little mustache and a hat.
His skis are going different ways.
Yeah, he's out here. He's doing it.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna die after he lands.
That's everybody's, especially if he's had one of these foggy goggles, hazy IPAs. Now it does say on here guys, the haze is blowing in. It's distracting, but only for a moment. Drop in and find yourself gliding through a deep powder field of galaxy, El Dorado, Yukonot, and Idaho 7 hops, surrounded by pillows of orange sherbet and citrus, slashing turns through sweet honeydew melons and rolled oats. Dig deep, go big, and embrace the fog.
Sherbet.
I wouldn't.
Ale brewed with El Dorado, Yukonot, Galaxy, Idaho 7, IBUs 35, ABV 7.1.
I put
Enjoy responsibly.
7 ingredients ago.
He's like really like trying to like do a whole thing over there. You know what I mean?
He's Truman showing, and that's okay. He does it well. He's a good read.
He thinks he's a good read. He likes reading. I'll tell you what I'm
just learned to read. I'm doing the Alan Roach voice. Robin Quiver.
Howard Stern.
This week on What's in My Glass, I am drinking a Sierra Nevada. That's the name of the brewery. I'm not going to do it the whole time. That's the name of the brewery. It's Sierra Nevada.
That's because you're not nice like Alan Roach, okay?
It is a dank little IPA. It's dank little thing IPA, actually.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, it's called a dank little thing. They got all the series.
I like all those little Sierra Nevada ones. Those are cute beers. Those are good beers.
Sierra Nevada hits. I'm not going to read a bunch of stuff. I will do my what's his name? Alan Roach. I'll do that impression though, just to kind of drag it out a little bit more. Family owned, operated, and argued over.
I like how that's what you think the point is just to drag it out a little bit longer.
Alcohol.
For real. You don't have to
Why are you
hold the microphone into your mouth and scream into it. What is wrong with you?
Hold on.
This beer has alcohol.
Let me read it. Alcohol, 7.5% by volume. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
No. Yep. All right, Jay, what are you drinking?
You guys liked it. You did like it. Wait. Let me crack mine first. Hold on. Okay, you go ahead.
That's what it sounds like every time. Another season of the pumpkin beer. I've only got 3 left that I have not drank on that I have not had this season. So this one here is a Hop and Frog double pumpkin. So
we've seen that before. New can.
I was about to say this year they put it out in the 12 and the tall boy. So I did have the 12 ounce earlier in the season on the show, but absolutely counts as a brand new beer and pour for the collection. So let's go ahead and pierce that open. There's that.
See, you know, when a lot of people talk about me and you, they say that I'm the 12 ounce and you're the tall can.
Absolutely, and that I'm more of a Guinness and you're like a Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, I'm thin. It's like I'm thin, but I'll get you drunk.
Yeah,
and I'm thick, but I'm like one and done. Where you're gonna last all night. Like, you know what I mean? You're in it for the long haul.
You are describing us both so good right now, and I'm
very aware.
Here for it.
Like I'm bolsterous down below, but I'm just very quick with it.
I'm different from both of you guys. I would describe myself.
Cotton's
more like you've got more of a vaginal region going on, from what I remember.
No, he's kind of like a Genesee. Remember Genesee? That's what.
Yeah, and I used to call it Guinnessy, and then I realized we were giving Guinness like a knockoff, like it was disrespectful.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm more like a Zima.
Should have gone first.
Like I'm overlooked.
Zima,
I'm the father of a lot of folks' styles.
Zima, are you? If you existed when Zima existed, you'd be like crack cocaine. Like you wouldn't. He's
overlooked. He's super annoying, and nobody wants to hear from him anymore.
I'm the father. But I'm the father of a lot of these styles.
And anybody that did take him in back in the day will not admit it today.
Look at that! I don't have any head. I got no head. That's
me either. I'm headless.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
I know. Well,
That's a thin Lizzie, baby. All right.
hey, Valentine's Day, we were doing good.
Yeah,
Today's
Valentine's
Sunday.
Day was
It's-
fine, and you're still
It's the
crying
Lord's
about it.
Day.
It's a
Happy
thin
Lord's
glizzy,
Day.
if you ask me.
Salute,
guys-
shitheads. We'll see you
Thin
right here in
glizzy.
182, baby.
Hey,
Go.
hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
Go.
These goggles are foggy, bud.
8.4. It tastes heavier. It's a barrel age. That's a nice thick boy. I'm
Oh,
excited.
fuck.
I like a nice thick boy. Now,
So Big
speaking of
Trox,
nice-
what do we got for 181? 182,
Well,
excuse me.
I was gonna say, speaking of nice thick boys, this has nothing to do with that, but well, I guess it kind of does. We're leaning into it. Speaking of nice thick boys,
Leaning into a nice thick boy.
let's get into a little Stern Show wrap up show, and we can talk about one JD Harmeyer, our sweet thick boy.
Oh yeah, finally.
And he's got that thickie on him now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we were talking about that like a year ago. Like, boy must be divorced. We were
And
like,
then
he's got to be
so-
divorced, boy.
So
And they
little
never
curtain
said
call,
shit.
spoiler alert to anybody who hasn't heard the show this week and still plans to. I think Tracy may be one of the only Stern Show super fans in our audience that watches every minute like we do. So
Sure.
What they announced this week, Howard announced that JD is officially divorced. Now, this is something that we've been speculating about on this show for probably 2 years now.
At least one.
And then there was the Miami trip last year when there was a bunch of pictures of JD with his wedding ring on, which was like a year into the divorce speculation. So
Right.
They announced it officially this week, and then we got
But they really didn't, though. I mean, JD kind of said it like, I don't have a wife anymore to shovel mine. And Howard was like, okay, now since you just said that, now we'll talk about it. But in a way, I was like, was it a planned thing to say that?
But that's what I'm wondering, because it almost sounded like that, because he was like, he's like, oh yeah, JD, people are asking why you talk about dating now, and you talk
very
about
conveniently thrown in there.
exactly, and it just like got kind of wet in, and then Sam and the other female staffer that does all the voices start calling in with immediate bits, and it's like, was this all planned, or did they plan to out JD's divorce on the air?
I could see those ladies doing all those same exact calls on the fly just because they roast the fuck
impromptu.
everything. So I didn't hear that like that, but you could be right. I could have.
Oh my god, JD, I'm drowning in my own pussy juice.
I try to like it's still real to me, damn it, type shit with the show. It's sometimes hard, but I try. But yes, I was bummed. I'm not a divorce fan. I think this.
I love it.
And I know you.
Big
do,
fan.
like,
Huge proponent.
I've always been about like make the shit work if you can, unless she's a dirty fucking cheating meth whore. And then
I know. Let me say how much I love divorce. If you're a chick out there that I'm seeing and you need to get a divorce, you should do it. You know what I mean?
Please.
Like
you're
you should. You should.
You're not. You're a consolation prize. Thinking out to be with you. The fuck.
No, I'm just saying. Like, if you think you should get a divorce, you probably should. You know what I mean?
So,
and then it's good. It's good for you. It's good for your divorcee. What?
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you should get a divorce.
I don't ever have anybody to divorce.
So the JD thing was big, obviously, but the other thing that I wanted to bring up on the show was the thank you notes. Because
thank you.
I Trox, I thought of you immediately, and then you started texting about it because, like, my grandmother raised me. You send a handwritten note always. Like, if you get something, someone does you a favor or sends you a gift. So I was like, I'm on team everybody. I went to my boy Dave's wedding like 15 years ago. I drove out there. I got him like these stemless wine glasses he asked for. Shit wasn't cheap. And like they were the crystal kind. I never heard a thank you. I'm bitter to this fucking day about that shit. And they got divorced. I'm kind of glad. Like because that's what happened. Like I've been mad forever because I send notes. So how does the Troxy family feel on that? Because I'm a note motherfucker.
I'm so glad.
Not an email either. A written note.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think it's shitty because Ronnie, just to give everyone the backstory, what was sent out was a thank you note. Thank you notes weren't sent out. They were sent out, but they were not handwritten notes. They were
And they weren't
printed thank
personal.
you notes.
They were
They were not
just
personalized.
thank
Yeah,
you
it was.
so
It
much
was.
for
It
being
was.
at our wedding.
You buy
really
you buy
appreciate
200 pack of thank you cards, and you send that out to everybody. I think that's more than fine. I think that's more than reasonable. I think maybe to sign each one of them and to say a little something on each one of them is the classier thing to do. But I think
Sure.
the
At
having to
least that.
no, that to me is more than enough. That to me is like you went extra. Like just sending it out.
But that didn't happen.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Just sending it out alone, I think it's fine, dude. And I think anybody that would complain to you about that is not a good friend. Anybody that would be like, I went to your wedding and all I got with this was this shitty printed note. Like, well, then why did you go to just don't go to the wedding? If you don't care about that,
Agreed. Then I won't ever again to that person. Like then I'll know.
Well, okay, but do you go to things just because you're expecting to get a handwritten note afterwards? And if you don't, then your experience of the thing now tarnished because you didn't get a note from somebody?
Did you just hear me about the wedding from 15 years ago? Yes.
That's bananas, dude. That's so weird.
So,
I'm not putting that on either. Like I know you're not. 6 weeks, 12 weeks. I'm like, did they get in a crash on their honeymoon? What? Like nothing.
So let me weigh in on this because I'm in the middle of the road on this because
he's
remarried.
I didn't say
I
shit.
remember very specifically when there was an instance when your grandmother gave me something, and I can't remember what it was, but this was 15 years ago, and I didn't send a thank you because I was not raised that way. Like that was not something that my family really did. Like we were always we were big gratitude people, but like big huggers
in the moment.
Like, tell you in the moment, person, like, oh my god, thank you so much. This really means a lot. But we never ever followed up with a note. Like it took me a long time in my. It just wasn't how we were raised, right? And so like it never really registered to me. And I remember very vividly that you told me that day you were like, hey man, like my grandma was kind of expecting something back from you. Like that's just how our family does it. And I felt fucking terrible. And so I wrote her a note and then I tried to be really good from there on to like always send a note after things. But there's like sometimes I just can't stay on top of it. Like we'll have one of the kids' birthday parties, and then like we'll have like even written down on like a notepad.
Yeah.
Here's
You
what
always
everybody
got
got
to take a note. Yeah.
And then a week goes by, 3 weeks go by, 5 weeks go by, and I'm like, fuck, never sent out thank you cards. Are we gonna send out thank you cards now 2 months down the road and like just complete? And so there are times where
somebody's waiting for it.
I wonder, but I
don't understand. I don't understand this custom. I don't know where it came from. That's now like
and I don't look down on anybody. I just wouldn't know how to do that.
But Jay, since I've moved here, I don't remember the last time I got a thank you card from anybody for anything. And so I think it's also like regionally cultural that like it's just it is not a thing here at all. Like people are always very, very, but there's a lot of gratitude. But I've also noticed like in party events here that we do, like kids don't even open presents at their parties anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, that's weird.
That was, I mean, we grew up different back in A-Town. You know what I mean? Like that was a part of your party.
You gather here, around. That's part of the event.
Yeah. Everyone gets to
here,
see
like
got
party, the gifts just sit all on the side, and then like the family open the gifts, and then there have been instances where I've like they'll send a note afterwards and like an evite or something like thank you for the gift, but it's just so uncommon now, and so I feel like we've kind of lost it culturally, that like in a lot of places in America, and obviously like your grandma was teaching you old school, like this is like fucking the cordial thing to do, and this is like. This is what you do when you
like and it was before digital correspondence, so it's not like
absolutely
you could have done anything different. So
absolutely, and now like I feel like texts are so common, emails are so common, and even just like hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing that for me. And then that being it. Like I even worked for somebody in a recent job that I had that emphasized, just like you said, Jay, like if you ever have a meeting with somebody or like have an interview, follow up with a handwritten note. You got to follow up with a handwritten note.
Right.
I've never done it. Never done.
And like you said, I learned you never did it when I was like, because I didn't come at you like right away. She'd come at me like, hey, has he dropped you a note for me? And I'm like, no, Grandma. Do you want to like?
I know.
Tell him.
And
basically?
I felt terrible.
Yeah. But again,
terrible.
I'm not bringing it up to make you feel bad because then you switched it up, especially to her. I think you got a thank you note for your thank you note, if I remember correctly. Because
I'm pretty sure that happened.
I'm next to positive, actually. But
I always burned in my head. And so, sorry, Cotton. Just one more second. All I was going to say is it's always been burned in my head, and that's why as soon as they started this thank you note thing on the show, I immediately was like, "Oh my God, we're talking about this on Scroll Hot."
Oh yeah. As soon as I heard it too, I make the kids
Jay. You are so much like Howard in that, and I feel like I'm somewhere closer to Rasan in that he's like, "Fuck you, fuck your feelings."
His take was funny. Cotton, what were you gonna say?
Sorry, Cotton. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I had that, and because I didn't know that either of you guys had any sort of passion on this subject, but when I was listening to the show earlier today, I was thinking about the idea of like, this fucking thank you note thing, like, where does it end? Like, are you going to send me a thank you note for the thank you note? And then it immediately propelled like a sketch in my mind of like two old people that have been sending each other thank you notes for years. And it just keeps on going back and forth. And I'm like, yeah, that's the only logical conclusion of this thank you note shit. Like, you got to just keep on thanking each other for thanking each other.
I mean, you don't got to thank you the thank you note, but if someone gives you a gift of monetary value or something like, don't roll your eyes. Like, I'm telling you my opinion.
I'm big on the do it in person type of thing. I'm big on. I would rather.
If I sent you a gift, I'm not gonna see you in person for fucking ever. You're just not gonna say anything.
No. So I would rather do it over the phone. I would rather do it so where you could hear my voice and you could hear the gratitude in my voice over than a note.
Instead of putting an effort.
That's not lazy. That's more personal in my mind.
We got a button for that.
Don't be a lazy fuck. Come on.
With my back surgery, my coworkers donated me a bunch of money and a bunch of hours, right? And I called each one of those people to say thank you and say, hey, what's your address? Like, for what? I was like, oh, I'm going to drop you a note. And everybody was like, oh, no, this is fine. And I was like, that's cool. What's your address? Like, I'm not.
You're weird.
I am sending you a card and a thank you.
I'm not here to say you're weird, but I know, but I understand.
She's above me, dog. She's fucking literally right there. I had to do it. Like, there's no fucking way.
Listen, I know, and I know how you were raised, and that's why I was so excited for this conversation, because I knew that you would be this passionate about it still. And to me,
it's how I am. Yeah.
And to me, like, I feel like the note from Stephanie and Ronnie was adequate. The funny thing to me is the demarcation line of Robin getting a handwritten note.
That's fantastic.
Somebody who didn't go to the wedding gets a handwritten note thanking her specifically for what her
better friend.
And then everybody else gets the fucking thank you for being a part of our special day. Now, I will say I thought about the special note for Robin.
I thought it was funny that he was like, Robin's my bitch and fuck all of y'all. Like, to me, I didn't even hate on that because I thought it was hilarious.
No, I thought it was great. I was like, this is really fucking funny. But it just it's funny that's like the demarcation line.
Yeah.
Everybody else gets this one. And I don't give a fuck if it pisses off Jason or Will.
I'm really
Wolfie
This is a fuck you.
Jason, this is an official fuck you. Yeah, Jason, it is a fuck you.
Yeah.
But then Ronnie's reaction to be like, send me a message. I'm mailing back your fucking gift.
Shit was so funny, man.
I really hope he follows through and starts mailing gifts back to the staff. That would be the funniest goddamn thing ever, man.
Yo, he won't. What'd you say?
Oh, good.
I said just sends Venmos back. It would be so fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude.
Looks up the value for each item and just Venmos all of them their money back.
I very much enjoyed that segment, but I did feel like I understood what was being said. Like, hey, the classy move to do is to do a handwritten note for everybody. I get that. I understand what's being said there when it comes to terms of like manners and class and all of that shit. Do I think it's necessary to send a handwritten note to 200 people? No. I do think it's fine to just do
He's
a
too
fucking...
busy tweeting out pictures on Titty Tuesday.
I mean, we wrote every single person a handwritten thank you. We split them up and spent 2 weeks doing it because there was 200, but everybody
I know.
got handwritten. It's just what you got to do. I don't know. It's weird.
I get why you would do it.
No, it's weird. People don't, is what I meant.
I understand the impulse. You're like, I'm not fucking doing that
but
shit.
Jay, you got to think like now, even getting our kids' generation to send anything beyond a text message is like pulling fucking teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
in a way, I guess I make my
where things are going.
Notes at least to family because I'm like, you got to have something. But I get an evite to my like a family event. And I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm not going to this. Don't invite me through this bullshit. Like,
call me.
Let me know for real. Yeah. I found out my cousin was pregnant and having a baby, and the baby was here all through third and fourth hand text. I didn't even congratulate him. I'm like, you can't tell me? Fuck this shit, man. Like what are we doing, man? I don't care. Like, talk to a motherfucker, man. This is weird. I'm sorry.
Well, this has been the Stern Show wrap-up show.
This week got me, but like not in a bad way, but it got in my head.
It was a lovely week of shows. Billy Joel was fantastic.
I'm not through it yet. I'm getting there. I'm not
gonna spoil anything about the interview, but he was fantastic. I'm obsessed with that new song.
Isn't that your parents like super dude?
Yeah. So I'm obsessed with him. I have been my whole life.
We both grew up listening to the guy, and he.
I have actually, Jay. I have inherited his entire catalog on vinyl.
Yeah.
Because my parents no longer needed the vinyl, so I got.
Oh, nice.
I have every Billy Joel record on vinyl, and we listen to him regularly. My kids like it too, so it's.
I think back to my Florence house when I had Howard on demand. And Billy Joel was on, and we burned it to a DVD. The interview
and gave it to my parents.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, hell yeah. Well, that's our Stern Show wrap-up show right here.
Stern Show wrap-up show. Now I got something fun for you guys. Let's get into this. All right.
Woo! Now is it going to be this or that?
All right. These are pretty interesting. Both of them. They involve theft. So we got a theft-heavy week on this week's this or that. Okay, and I need you guys to decide which theft sounds like more fun. On this, police recover over 24 bags of ice stolen from the Vinton County Dollar Store. Okay. For that, gang steals 145 tons of chicken and bizarre heist of up to 55,000 birds.
I think just by weight, we got to go with that.
See, and I was wondering who had the grand idea to go steal some fucking future water. You know what I mean? Like what is
water?
Like who steals ice? But
when I saw that headline, I was like, did they recover bags of water? Like,
Sir, we got word you stole a bunch of popsicles. No, sir. These are just long tubes of Kool-Aid. I guess the chickens is fine. These are weird. These are fun.
These are weird.
It was an interesting, weird week of headlines, but these were the theft headlines that I decided.
All right, let's go with the $80,000 worth of chickens or whatever the fuck you said.
Tons.
All right, here we go. This week on that. Where is it? I clicked share. Where did it go?
Oh my god!
Got real sunny.
Let's see if we can blow this map up. Oh, we can. Gang steals 145 tons of chicken in a bizarre heist of up to 55,000 birds. The thieves stole a massive 1,660 boxes full of poultry while risking up to 20 years in prison for their crimes.
Okay, I'm thinking they stole that many live chickens. I'm thinking this is the fucking what is this? M. Night Shyamalan, the that story.
They stole 55,000 chickens.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't have taken one.
A gang of 30 thieves risks up to 20 years behind bars for executing one of the rarest major heists of all time after stealing an outrageous 133 tonnes. Well, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Tons
chicken. Is that how you spell tons? You add an extra
That's-
N and an E?
That's some
Without
type of way.
spell check.
That's some type of way.
Without
That's some
spell
type of way to spell tons. Yeah.
I feel some type of way about that spelling of tons for sure. The chicken was stolen from a state-owned facility in Havana, the capital city of Cuba, as the thieves made away with 1,660 boxes full of poultry. They
Where
then
did
tried
you
to
go?
That's what we're going to find out. They then tried to peddle the stolen goods on the streets in order to buy a variety of luxury items, including laptops, televisions, refrigerators, and air conditioners.
As you
So
do.
these guys are, hey, listen, I got these boxes of poultry. You want to trade?
Hey, you need a box of
I
poultry?
got this poultry, man. I'll
I
suck
suck your
poultry.
dick.
What?
Although authorities haven't specified the exact date of the chicken theft, they suspect it occurred between the hours of midnight and 2 a.m. This timing coincided with detected temperature irregularities within the cold storage facility. Video surveillance footage captured trucks ferrying the stolen chicken off-site. Let's see.
Wow.
Among those implicated in the crime are shift supervisors, IT personnel, security guards, and external individuals not directly affiliated with the company. So it was an inside job. This chicken theft was a lot like 9/11.
Epstein didn't do it.
That's a pretty harsh sentence, bro.
Their enormous loot equated to an estimated 33,000 to 53,000. That's a big range.
Isn't it though?
30,000 to 53,000 based on the average weight of a hen. How are they off by
Body shaming
20,000
hens?
birds? Yeah. Is there
Birds don't
20,000
they don't weigh that much when you're talking about the thousands of them, you know what I mean?
These birds got more, they're more thicky than JD Harmeyer, you know what I'm saying? These are 53,000 pound birds.
This bird weighs somewhere between 1 and 2,000 chickens.
I've seen a few thousand bird bitches in my time, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
I got you.
Go on,
Rigoberto Mistelier, director of the government food distributor Copmar, lamented that the stolen quantity represented a month's worth of chicken rations for an entire average-sized province. This incident unfolded against the backdrop of a profound economic crisis in Cuba, where the availability of chicken via the ration book system has dwindled significantly in recent years. The system implemented after Fidel Castro's 1959 revolution aimed to provide subsidized staples to all citizens.
I'm going to be naive here, but they're still on food rations in Cuba?
Oh, yeah.
You
However,
can't have more than a
of
little
food,
chicken?
I guess not. Scarcities of food, fuel, and medicines have plagued the country, leaving many to seek alternative means. Cuba's heavy reliance on food and fuel imports, coupled with a sharp decline in revenue, exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic and stringent U.S. sanctions, has further compounded the issue. The tourism sector, once a vital source of income for the nation, has also suffered a decline. So these poor motherfuckers just lost 55,000 birds to theft, and they can't even afford food, clothes, and medicine.
That's fucking foul, man.
Now is it going to be this or that?
Oh, I forgot to take it down.
that was good, dude. Thanks
Hey, you know what? You know what? If you liked it, feel free to drop a note.
Thanks for making my job with clips a little bit easier.
Make sure it's handwritten, motherfucker.
I need a handwritten note.
I need that handwritten note. I got that
was
long day.
A motherfucking pencil.
That was good. I hate the chickens and the notes and all of it. I feel like we're on the same page here tonight. I feel like we're all here together. Because we all go down together. Sing it.
You guys okay?
I've never seen the Titanic.
Yeah, you have.
I've seen it many times.
Oh, what is this button? I don't know what this button says. Let's see this.
I don't know why you get so weird talking about hot guys.
You do you, boo boo.
I don't even remember why I pulled that.
When
but that's
did
a
I
funny
say
button.
that? That's crazy. Will you play that again? That's good.
When didn't you, buddy?
I don't know why you get so weird talking about hot guys.
All right, Big Trox, what do we got on the song of the week?
Well, that's such a good drop.
It really is. It's a good one.
Did you drop that load? Oh.
I don't know why you get so weird dropping that load.
The song of this week is called
Let's go!
I'm just kidding. I love that button.
Is it say by Breed and ICP?
Yes. So we've been talking a lot about
I almost spit out my beer, you piece of shit.
appropriate
Notorious
language.
follower, so that's weird.
not as notorious as you think.
Not today, I. Not with you.
I was like, I was just gonna let it. I was gonna let it sit there.
So
right on your tongue.
For this week's song, we've talked a lot about being appropriate lately and like being PC and avoiding cancel culture. So in that spirit, tonight's song is called "Not a Fan." And Jay, I'd like you to introduce the song if you could. Go ahead.
This
What's
is
it
an
from, Jay?
Scrub tape.
You know, I started the Scrub Hot Mix Scrub tape.
That was an amazing what do you call that little talk up? It's right
Talk
here.
up. That's my talk up.
Right
Nice.
there, right there. Not a Fan was
Cotton wasn't looking.
I know. Was my diss
I
song
was looking at the
at
actual
the
thing.
time of towards the radio station that had just let me go, and to because at the time I was passionate about that. And the other verse is about my brother's old band called Strange Condition, who also at the time, for some reason, I felt passionate about.
If you don't know who that is, look the name up.
Neither one of these, the people or things in question, I give a fuck about anymore at all. But I call out people by name. I say some pretty ill shit, and I really enjoy Not a Fan. And whenever we say
You kind of
I'm
went
not
full.
a fan,
You
we
went
go,
full Gmo on this song.
No. Yeah, kinda. And I'm very proud of this. I love this song. So Not a Fan, right? And you hear a small clip from the girl whose show was before mine in Gunnison for the Juggalo show. Like this song is so dope to me. Props to Polly Prey for putting it together and getting the epic Beard Man clips at the end. So let's go ahead and rock Not a Fan. Like I was showing you right there on the Scrub tape. Go check that out anywhere you stream music, and we'll be right here in about 4 minutes on Scrub Hop Top.
Link down below in the description. Check us out. We love you.
Up next is a happy guy with angry music, Juggalo Jay. So keep it here at 91.1 KWSC.
Man, I was with y'all for over 2.5 years. From day one to today, I have not shed a single tear. You're just a bunch of fucking jocks, a bunch of fucking faggots who can all suck on dirty's cocks. I was always a sports oddball, cause I buy my clothes online and not at Park Meadows Mall. Yo, every time I walked into the place, I could see the hate under the smiles that you had up on your face. Don't no one in the place really wanna see me. Fuck everybody except for my homie ZC. Y'all treat me like Milton, watch me find a match. I block all of the doors or you gon' die right where you at. You had stupid ass rules, you had stupid ass spots, and you stupid power hungry faggots like the fucking cops. Get out of here. Yo, I'm not standing on a fence, I'm saying fuck 104.3 The Fan and fuck Tim Spence. In this song, the term fuck using repetition. Let's move on to the new improved Strange Condition. In the local scene, you're looked at as a disgrace. About to break it down, and I'ma start right off with Jace. You're in a band like that's something to brag about. You're in your 40s with bangs, and your hair is falling out. Thing about you, dude, that really makes me sad, that your kids are gonna have to grow up with a bitch for a dad. Oh, well. Did you feel tough when you called my sister a cunt? See you on the streets, I'll cut you up and put you in my trunk. Yeah, that's right, swinging swords like Shinobi. Just for letting it happen, man, fuck you, Cody. Yo. And last but not least, it's the pedophile stepson. Once we were cool, but now it's fuck Sean Nelson. I speak the truth, so sit back and let my words smother a lot like those AIDS-infested dudes do to your brother. You still jump around the stage with your mohawk. You got your neck tattooed and your face was next to dude's cock. Yeah, bitch, that means I know too much. I know the practice room is now the place you give each other the donkey punch. You just got killed on a track, let the trumpet sound. You can all come back at once, I'll take you all on pound for pound. You got hit with the facts from the underground. You wanna find me, JDirty.com is where I'm found. Motherfucker. On the Scrub Hop mixtape. Motherfucker.
The great.
He's fine.
Fine.
He's fine.
Yeah.
fine.
I'm not even
You
upset
remember
by
in
that.
Drop Dead Fred where he got up and his face was all flat? That's that motherfucker right now, man. That motherfucker is dead.
That was
Drop
Drop
Dead
Dead
Fred
Fred getting
reference.
hit by a bus.
All right.
Oh my god.
That bus lifted up off of just hitting that dude. Like,
Yeah, it
Yeah, off
wasn't
of
the
his
bike that
shoulders.
did that. That was Homeboy's clavicle. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
man.
what?
Woo!
It rolled
Let's
up
say that
onto his
again.
shoulders. It rolled up onto his shoulders and then like lifted off of the earth.
Can you
Yeah, let's
imagine?
get it. I want to watch that again. And this is a good lesson of being fucking impatient.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Is he dead? Is he dead?
He got up and walked away somehow.
He's fine.
But did he walk away like Gustavo Fring did after the wheelchair exploded?
Probably. I mean, he collapsed and he's
Like,
he's got some problems.
is he about?
Big
Or is
reference.
the camera about to pan, and we're gonna see like half this dude's head is just
He
gone?
pans away and then he just falls down to his knees. and
Yeah, but
crawls over.
it's not done with 3D rendering. This motherfucker's face flesh was ripped off.
No,
Wow.
no, he's fine. That's a cool video. That's actually
he just
like
disrupted that entire city bus, tilted it on its front axle
with his spine.
and then stood up and walked away.
And look at the irony. The back of the bus is 6 feet off the ground. If only he'd have hit there, you know. he'd have
This
been
is just
fine.
like this is just like, you know, showing you kind of like the strength of the human spirit. Like you could get run over by a bus.
Oh,
You know
play
what
it
I mean?
again.
Like-
Can you see a spirit leave his body? Is that,
I wonder if we can.
That's the only
You can
spirit
get-
I would have seen.
You could slam into a bus and get run over by it, and it could collapse your spine. Right there is when it's collapsing, and then he's up.
What
I'm saying,
fuck?
but you know what he did? Is he got up and he kept on moving because that's what we do as people.
Is this a video
That's
about
the human-
perseverance? Is that
Yeah, that's the human spirit. That's what we do.
This is actually you guys.
This is what
I
humans
hate
do.
to-
This is the condition. You know what I
I
mean?
hate to pull the curtain all the way back, but this is just a new Nike commercial. This is like, just do it. You get hit by a bus, fucking get up, keep pushing on.
Keep moving.
This is a literal put on because they put a Greyhound on top of that man.
Nice.
That
Nice.
was fun. That was a fun video. I'm glad we started things off with that tonight. That gets me all
That was
jollied
good.
up in my.
We started
in my
with his
jollies.
ending. This was good.
We did. Now, I want to keep it going in that lane for just a
He's
moment. Check this. out.
Really? That lane is very crowded right now.
So's this one.
Oh shit.
Idiot.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. Didn't we see this before? The guy in the front, then the guy in the front going,
Yeah, the last time we saw this video, the guy in the front said, "No ma."
wow.
Did somebody make it out the front, or was it the
Oh,
front?
look
that
at the
collapsed?
bottom right of that clip right there. Those are all Nick Cannon's kids.
Okay. The brakes down right there. We can't tell if anybody made it out the front.
I think they all are done. I love
Yeah,
the
look
dude in the yellow here. He's like
Yeah,
running
it-
by. He's like, I'm gonna keep
He's
going.
like, I'm gonna win.
I got a
Yeah,
nice
fuck
pump
you.
going.
That's like when you play Mario Kart and the lightning goes off, but you're like up on a ramp, so it doesn't affect you. You're like, sorry
Fuck
for
yeah.
you fuckers, but I'm
Dude,
out
that's
of here.
the shit, dude. When
I
you're
am
up in there,
gone.
oh my god, you're like, fuck all
Yeah.
y'all.
Nothing's better.
Yeah,
Nothing's
it's,
better.
Oh
it's
than
an
my
amazing, it's an
God.
amazing thing. So fuck yeah, that I like that one too.
Good.
You're
Hey,
hitters
I'm
up to hitters tonight. All right, we're doing good.
I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real, guys.
We
I
saw
like cyclists,
65
but-
bicyclers. Yeah, bicyclists. There
Bicyclers.
you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
bicyclers. No, do that again. Say bicyclers
Bicyclers.
again.
That's
Check this
right.
out.
Navegar y se marchó y a su barco le llamó.
Why would
I had
they?
to mute it.
Who would be
And they stay
standing
horse-
behind
Cotton, did you see what just happened there? So for the
Yeah.
listening audience, this guy is doing some horse tricks. What do they call
Horse
these?
tricks.
Horse
Oh,
tricks.
Lou.
No, there's a word for it. There is a fucking word
Or
for it.
it's-
What is the
it's
word
horse
for it?
illusions.
Yeah.
And
It's like he's kind of doing like some horse ballet type of shit. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but like
No, it's not equestrian. What is it? Hold on.
Dressage. It's dressage.
Dressage. He's doing dressage. Thank you.
So he's doing, and there's a guy on the other end of this little barrier that has a bunch of marketing all over it, and he's taking photos. And the horse that's doing his little dance ends up knocking over the barrier and perhaps throwing this photographer off of a cliff. We don't know how far.
Is this the first death of season?
Oh,
yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. It's over, Johnny.
Yeah, not possibly. That's definitely a death.
I would get the notepad out. That is making the death note.
That was a hell of a fall. Yes.
It's funny because we just watched a guy that got ran over by a bus and got up and walked away, and he was fine. He's not making the death note. And then somebody that was taking a picture of a horse just got thrown off a cliff. So life's a funny fucking thing, guys.
They say dressage is a spectator sport, but it's clearly not for the fucking amateurs, you know?
It's not for the faint of heart.
Nope.
Why would you why would you be on a ledge behind a sign that has
wait a sec, bro? What if that shit was planned? Like
could have been a hit. It looked like a hit.
Wow, yeah, the horse didn't do it. The horse threw this fucking dressager over towards the photographer. I don't know. This is a little bit intense, man.
It could be a murder.
Wow. That might be the horse from fucking Goodfellas.
Yeah, that's the same one that ended up in the bed.
Yeah, you know what? Because he didn't throw the next guy right.
It's Godfather, not Goodfellas, by the way.
Whatever.
Either way.
You laughed because you knew.
It's a huge difference.
Yeah, Darkwing Duck, Howard the Duck. What the fuck do you care?
They're all the same. It's about a duck.
It's about a horse.
Donald the Duck, Daffy the Duck. You know, they're all ducks.
Some dumb bitch doing duck lips. What the fuck ever?
DuckTales. It's all the same.
Come on. Oh.
What do we got next in this mother ducker?
Let's see. I'm gonna change. Well, no, I'm gonna keep it in the vehicle lane for just one more minute before I take a hard right here. But this one is just another one that's too good. Check this shit out, okay, guys? So this guy is showing off his motorcycle, and he got hit full on by another motorcyclist. We don't know what happened to him. I mean, I could. Do you think he could? I don't know.
I mean, that right there is a hit. That's a planned attack. Sure. There's nobody else. That's like a that's.
But if you look down, the guy on the incoming bike is he's got his head down and he's sending a text message. Watch.
This is one of those roads they like film car commercials on. Nobody's out.
Yeah. Well, he's out now.
Yeah. That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, he was looking at his phone. I mean, that's insane. I don't even know what to say.
I'm kind of bummed out by that one.
We got something better. I don't want to leave our video segment with.
No, I don't either. And
with
guys, we had the Super Bowl last weekend. We talked about it on the live show last Wednesday.
It's true.
For sure.
I found a lot of videos of people overreacting about the Super Bowl just in general. And this one in particular stood out. Now, this is at a party where you've got fans of both teams there to celebrate the game.
Yeah.
And I just want you to see how this ends up.
Which is like most Super Bowl parties.
Most Super Bowl parties, you get like you get a faction of
you got a
fans
split
from both.
crowd, yeah.
You got a split crowd. That's how you like it, right? It makes it fun because then you can be like, oh, my guy just dunked on your guy's face, and then you can be like, no, my guy just stole your guy's base. And then, like, it's a whole fun thing when you're talking about
my rich cokehead beat your rich cokehead. What are we
sports are fun.
And sports are good. Check this out.
Let's go! Oh my God!
She's
Get the fuck out of my house!
Oh, that was his TV?
Yeah, dog.
You know what? I saw footage of him last year, and the Mahomes family does not want him being around because of this type of tomfoolery, man.
Dude,
like, wow.
Look at that TV smash he just did. That was bananas. Let's play that one more time.
Let's go! Oh my God!
Listen to his high-pitched voice. My son does that when he gets upset. Like, that's such a little pussy, man. That motherfucker beat up his own TV. And then
I love she.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill you! Get the fuck out of my house! Get the fuck out of my house!
Give me my what? What's he saying? Give me my wallet?
Maybe. But did you see the lady, like, petting her baby? Like, this is a weird fucking party, man.
Yeah, man.
But nice floors.
Very nice floors.
It's
nice house.
Yeah, they had a nice entertainment center before that psychopath just shattered the television.
Okay, what is he saying? He wants to get.
I'm gonna fucking kill you! Get the fuck out of my house! Get the fuck out of my house!
Give me my what? I need to.
I can't. I'm gonna fucking kill you! Get the fuck out of my house! Get the fuck out of my house!
I don't know, but he's mocking him.
Wow.
Oh my God. Like, what do you
So that's fun, right? That's fun.
Tantrum is hilarious.
What do you guys think about that? Was that
I
as
love
fun
when
as
grown men cry out of anger like that. Like, it's like, I don't even know what to say. I love the Rockies. I hate the Red Sox, but like, I'm not beating up my fucking TV over anything. You know what I'm saying? That's insane.
Yeah.
You know how expensive TVs aren't even expensive anymore, and I'm still not doing it.
That TV
It's
was
cra- it's a- it's a crazy thing to do.
$800, right? Like
Yeah.
that's expensive. I call that
Yeah.
expensive.
It's a crazy thing to do. It's a wild thing to do. And I love the follow up of thinking, let me put some spray on this and wipe it down real quick and see if I can't fix it.
That was the equivalent of put some tussin on it.
Yeah.
You got some tussin? Put some tussin on it.
She started.
Oh my God.
You had a tussin, put some water in the bottle, shake it up, more tussin.
That
That's
little
more tussin
man
right
has
there.
scared that woman into like, if there's any marks on my TV, she's like, "What about all your wrists? Do those marks count by chance?"
What a psycho though. Like, can you imagine that being your homie?
Or your dude?
Not for long.
I'm like, hey, I'm not coming back to your house.
Yeah. I wouldn't date that guy for long. I'll tell you that much right now.
I knew a guy that fucking coked our blunt at the gathering once, and I stopped hanging out with him. Like, he didn't even have to beat up his TV. Like, one little move, and I'm gone. Yeah, that's right. You can leave that in too. DJ Felon. He doesn't practice anymore.
Shouts
All
out.
right. Let's get out of that.
I'm just saying, man. The homies can fuck up, and you gotta go.
Sometimes you gotta get going. That's what JDirty's here to say.
I made
Talk
a
to me
diss song
tonight.
about a guy because he owed me $20 and lied to me about it.
Oh, bitch.
I'm telling you, cold and funky. Look it up. All right, what do we got in the box? Woo!
Take me to that box.
What's going on over there? Who's in the box? Oh, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Are we having a good time?
Boy,
I'm having
goodness,
the
are
best
we?
time. And I'm excited for a few weeks from now when all the things that I've got en route finally show up, including I made a little purchase on M&E store the other night that I may have had a few too many foggy goggles prior to making the purchase.
Sure.
I was like, oh shit, what did I order? So that's going to be a fun week. But for right now, I don't have anything. JDirty, talk to us about. I got a duffel board shirt. JDirty, what's in that box?
I push your charm frequently, my friend, because you're a charming man. I actually got some dope shit tonight. I'm very excited about. It's 4 items, but it's really just 3. So the first
He's got
one,
a handwritten thank you note from yours truly for all of his time on the program.
You've been to my house, and 3-4 times. I've never even gotten a text.
Was I supposed to send you a thank you?
You didn't even acknowledge it in a text.
I thanked you in person. I hugged you. I gave you your love. Come on.
No thanks for all the pancakes, Mrs. Dirty. No big deal.
I did thank her for all the pancakes.
Thanks for the counter donuts.
Thanks for the fucking cracked counter of our new home.
I thank it in person. I do it.
Anyways, I got 3 things that are dope as fuck. Now, the first one, Trox, you've never even heard of because neither had I. But recently I went digging again and I found something fresh. This is called Murder Dog, The Interviews. It's an interview
And they put Tech 9 on the fucking cover?
Tech 9 on the cover. They didn't come out in hardcover, but it came out. Of note, there's Tech 9, Chris Calico, ICP, and Twisted. So it's both of their first times in the magazine. The famous ones. I should have looked at the number and had that more ready to go. So like that interview from back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And then the Twisted cover story one was like 137, I think. Yeah, this one. But anyway, so crazy fucking dope. Dog. So there's another one called Murder Dog, The Covers, which the Clowns and Twisted are also in. So I am on my hunt for that. So that is some dope shit. I went down a media magazine, search rabbit hole recently and have acquired a bunch of dope shit for trades. So the next thing,
did they go away? Are they done?
Yeah, Murder Dog's been done for a while. They got real thin for a while, and then they were just gone. Yeah, but they were mainly just ads. Now, a dope piece of flavor in the world is that bad boy right there.
Remember that?
Strangle.
Cotton, you know what that is?
Mania.
No.
Jay,
okay,
can you explain to the audience that may not know what that is and to Cotton, because that has significant like a lot of cultural significance to you and I. And
yeah, this tape here, Cotton, the Clowns back in like 94, 95 bought Japan wrestling tapes and then just like dubbed over them, did commentary over them, and then sold them at their concerts. So very, very much illegal, like very stolen footage. They bought a Japanese fucking production and then just ripped it off and put it out. And this tape here was legendary as fuck for like your brother and I back when we first met. Like back in the late 90s, it was like, you got that tape? Like I lent him this tape, and then before I got it back, I thought he died. Like there's stories behind this. Now, what's dope as fuck is I recently bought some more merch and I got a bunch of VHS tapes, and I was just opening each one because you always got to make sure the disc is the right to the case, the DVD is the right, you know what I mean? The VHS is correct. And so I did my thing and I opened it and I was like, the fuck is that? Yeah, it's the right tape. But I looked at that sticker and it blew my fucking mind. And I was like, that's not what Stranglemania looks like. What's going on here?
Yeah. That's the one I remember.
The bottom one is the national release. It's got the fucking... It's going to be hard to show you on there, but one has got a catalog number, and the other does not. So I never realized that one was a national re-release and one was the original one. So I was about to sell it, and when I realized it, I was mind blown. So I actually have different pressings of the Stranglemania VHS that until this week, I didn't even fucking know. All because of the sticker.
So now we're at 2 items in a row that we did not know existed until this week. Is the third one in the same vein?
No, the third one has existed in our realm for a long time, but I've never owned one.
Okay.
So, my third and final of this evening is we know I like my hoodies. My embroidered hoodies. Now, this hoodie is from back in like the 2002 era, probably. Hard to come by. It's not in perfect shape, but it's in perfect shape for me.
Well.
Big Trox, any idea? Black and red.
Maybe a Hollow Wicked of some kind?
Nope. Ready for this, motherfucker?
Hell's Pit? A Zug Island hoodie.
I got myself an embroidered Zug Island hoodie, man.
Wow.
I'm so geeked. I've been looking for one of these in a 3X for quite some time. The homie saw an old post and was like, "You still looking, by the way?" I said, Fucking ain't right. I'm still looking. So shouts out to the homie. Added more freebies in the pack that I can sell for more than I paid for this thing from him.
Man.
Yeah, so basically I got a free Zug Island hoodie. I'm so fucking geeked. There's only a couple more OG Hatchet hoodies for bands that I need. I need a Jump Steady and I need an Esham. So if you got one, holler at your boy.
Love it. All right.
Yeah, so that's what I got in the box this week. I had a lot of fun this week.
Great box tonight. Thank you, Jay. Let's get out of that.
What's on over there? Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Okay, so
outrageous.
I'm very excited for the next segment, and I have a feeling Cotton is too. So let's get right into it. See what we got. Cotton, I want you to tell us what is going on, what you've been watching, what's on your playlist.
Okay, I'll tell you. I haven't finished up all of my Oscar picks yet, so I'm not up on all of my Best Picture.
Do you have another one?
There's four more that I need to watch still.
But last week you were going to have a segment like going. They do even have one more to discuss.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Yeah, so I'm not doing the Oscar picks.
So why would you even bring it up? Why not?
He teased a segment last week that he wasn't ready to do, and now he's letting you know again that he's still not ready to do it.
That's true.
That's
what's weird about that. I don't understand what's weird about that. So I'm still not ready to do that bit. What I am ready to tell you guys about is a film that I watched this week. It is on Netflix. It is called Dumb Money. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Are you aware of this? Go ahead.
No.
Neither of you.
Nope. Back on your report.
Okay. So this is a film with Paul Dano, Seth Rogen, motherfucking Pete Davidson, Shailene Woodley. Lots of great folks are in this thing. You know what it's about? It's about the 2020 and 2021 GameStop stock bonanza.
So when I was on my flight last week that I was texting you guys from, you know how you're always on a flight and you see, like, you just look up for a minute and you see people watching movies on screens around you?
All the time.
The person directly in front of me was watching that movie, and I was like, Paul Dano looks like a little kid in that. And like Shailene Woodley's in this thing. And then I saw that he worked at GameStop. That was all I knew. And
he doesn't. So he doesn't quite work at GameStop. The movie follows. It goes through all of like the main players in this whole GameStop stock thing, and he was one of the main of them. The main players in the thing. The guy that Paul Dano plays, and he was a guy who just liked to get on Reddit and make videos and share his like stock sheets. I forget what they're called exactly, but he would share his sheets online and be like, I think this is a good stock. I think we should take it. And he knew that there were major corporations that were trying to squeeze this stock. And he knew that if he was able to build it up artificially, that it would make it to where he would get a huge payout and to where they would fucking lose a lot of money. And it's, it ends up being a really cool, like exploration of how people can disrupt the they really can game the system. They really can like cause some disruption. And in so much so that the system has changed since. Like there have been things that have been put in place since this whole GameStop thing to where major hedge funds are no longer shorting as much as they were some of these other stocks that they would generally short.
Jay, did you hear about all this when it happened?
Very interesting.
Yeah. I do.
The GameStop with the GameStop.
I remember. I know exactly what we're talking about. Yeah. What I was gonna say is it's crazy that in 3 years. It used to be a documentary was getting made. Now it's a whole fucking feature film.
And dude,
already.
what I want to say about the film itself, because it's depicting the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. So COVID is very popular. Everyone's wearing masks. It was very, very interesting to see a movie that is being made about like recent times and like about like internet culture and everything that was going on like during that time. It was fucking. It was really weird. It was like a weird exploration.
I've been trying to forget that those couple of years happened. That's
dude, and it brought it back to you. And they used music that was popular, like specifically during like those 1 or 2 years. It was fantastic.
3 years ago, you're talking like these aren't Sylvia War fucking hymnals.
No, it wasn't. But it was weird to see
they
it
were
in
playing
this
Doja
context.
Cat, like what?
Yes,
but okay, they still are. Like
they played a Cardi B song that was popular that year, and now there's a Cardi B song that's popular.
They were playing "Pussy and My Crack." Now we're on the Throat and My Goat Hole. Or
it's a different Cardi B song. My goat hole. No, it was
music that was popular back then. It was
I gotta tell you,
years ago.
Can I vote on a goat hole being a part of the image, please?
Okay, let me just say, back then feels like a long time ago to me. Anyway, I don't know about the rest.
Yeah,
of the
you've been
motherfuckers
napping
out there.
since. Of course it does.
Yeah. It's been a fucking minute for me since
You've
things
been in
have been
hibernation
regular.
mode for fucking 2.5
but
years.
Fantastic film, really funny, really good performances. I highly recommend everybody watch. Tons of good fucking cameos in the thing. Oh my god, get your life.
No, I'm down to watch it.
Good
It
rec.
sounds very
I'll check it.
entertaining.
I'll check.
You'll love it. And you
one more
guys,
time, what's it
honestly,
called?
Dumb Money. It's on Netflix. And past that, you guys are
You got
not going to
really
believe.
loud. I'm just gonna say you're like screaming.
You're not going to believe how good my Oscar segment is. When I do my Academy Awards segment, you guys are going to be your pants are going to be blown right off. You're going to have pants that have been blown off to the other direction.
This
Because
is
you're
your
so
Oscar
blown away.
segment. The Grouch is gonna have an apartment.
Yeah.
Thank
Nice.
you.
He's got a good point.
Oscar
So
bars.
I finished one. I finished one this week that I have been really fucking excited to talk to you guys about, and I intentionally didn't bring it up on the last episode because I wanted to finish it first. But this is one that I demand that you both go watch and give me your opinions on, and I want to know what you think. This show is called Swarm. Are either of you aware of Swarm?
Amazon, right?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Young Eilish.
It's starring Dominique Fishback as the main character in it.
Fishback?
And that's her name. And it's co-created by Donald Glover. He is like co-showrunner. His brother writes and directs a bunch of the episodes.
He's got a brother?
Yeah, co-creator of Atlanta. You're familiar. You're being a dick.
His brother co-creates Atlanta? You're fucking with me.
So on this show, Jay, the premise of this
I was like,
is
I don't know
that
if we're doing a bit or I don't know.
this is.
I'm asking questions.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm asking
Jay,
questions.
the premise, and that's why I'm talking only to you now, Jay. The premise of this show is that it's a girl who is like late teens who is obsessed with a pop star.
Okay.
Like obsessed with a pop star to the point where
Show or movie? I missed what you said. This is
it's a show. It's a show on Amazon Prime. It's a show. It's a quick watch. All the episodes are under 40 minutes or under 40 minutes long.
But one
and there's
season.
only one season, 7 episodes. I watched it on one flight, and then last night I finished it.
You think there might be a guy doing another podcast, like talking about like how he watched the guy in front of him was watching this show?
Yes. Well, I watched it on my phone on my lap.
What if, bro?
I'm weird and I don't have my screens up here. I have them down
I'm just
here
saying, what if, bro?
It could, bro.
Fuck you, man.
That could be going on.
I think he's making fun of me. Now I think he's making fun of me.
In a way, I wasn't, to be honest. I kind of like you think I were.
In
so
a way, I wasn't. In a way, I was, but in a way, I wasn't.
You were
The
so
premise-
loud. Like, what happened?
He keeps yelling into. He pulls the mic into his mouth and
You guys, okay, this is what you've done. You've now said, make sure you pull the microphone away so you're talking to the microphone.
I'm just
stop.
saying.
This is
tonight,
your
it's
new
very,
shtick is killing me.
You're very.
It's
loud
not.
tonight.
It's not my new
So
shtick.
the premise of this show is that it's a teenage girl that is like madly obsessed with this pop star, and it's like everything out of her mouth. She only thinks about this pop star in like all of her videos, and she needs to see her live. She's obsessed with her. If you say anything bad about her, it's gonna end up bad for you. And so the whole premise of the show is that she is fucking off kilter, and you can't say anything bad about this pop star named Nyjah. And every episode has super famous other pop stars in it. Chloe Bailey is in the pilot, and then in subsequent episodes, I won't give too much away there. Paris Jackson is in episode 2. Billie Eilish plays a major role in one of the episodes, and she's phenomenal. Billie Eilish is so good in it. It's very well put together. It's a very interesting show, and I want you guys both to watch it because it's exactly what I think you would both fucking clue into.
It sounds dope.
It's
Does
dark.
Billie
it's
Eilish
evil.
act in other shit?
No.
The only other thing I've ever seen her act in is SNL when she's been on 2 episodes of SNL. And,
I was gonna say I didn't know that she did movies and shit like that.
But bro, she's so good in this show. Like she's so convincing.
I mean,
her
I don't
acting
doubt
is
that at all.
Amazing. So definitely watch Swarm. I want to know what you guys think about it. It's evil. It's dark. The way that this girl, the main character, can just gives these like dead eyes, and you're like, oh fuck, I would never want to encounter this person in the wild. Like
in the wild, I like that.
It's dope. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm
That's
down
my
for it.
recommendation for the week. Swarm on Amazon.
Shit,
JDirty.
dope. Well, I've been watching the prequel, The Beekeeper. No, I
How
haven't.
was that?
I haven't been watching that. The joke.
I thought you were being serious that you watched The Beekeeper.
I haven't. It's just you said the Swarm, and it seemed appropriate. No, along your same lines, man. I finished Black Mirror.
Nice.
I have not watched
Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch, whatever. I haven't watched that yet. But I finished
that's an adventure in and of
the
itself.
Episodes, and so I was thinking I had flashbacks of Ashley O. I want to tell you guys now that I'm done, and the shitheads, Black Mirror is the most fucked up mind trip I've ever experienced in my life. And I hope they don't stop. I remember when season 6 dropped, the way you two talked about it. I'm like, whatever. Like, what? It's weird. Sounds weird. Sounds kind of
astronauts.
Yeah, it's me. The whole thing, the whole show. but I love it. The astronaut episode. Woo!
Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett. You're like, oh my god, my guy.
Like,
what are you up?
That shit lives with me, bro. I
think about that all the time.
I think so regularly about the first camera shots of him walking down the stairs at the end of that episode and just seeing the handprints and just
What I like the most about that was, and I won't say much, but those handprints. Remember when he first got mad at the kid and he hit the kid?
Yep.
Because he had all that paint smeared across his hands. I haven't even watched anybody talk about this yet. I'm ready to do my own. Like, man,
I didn't even catch that. That's wild.
I watch this shit so deep now. I'm looking for Easter. I'm ready to do a reaction while I watch them, and I don't even reaction. Man, this shit's dope as fuck. Like, I love Black Mirror, but I was also gonna say, aside from Black Mirror, I also watched a film this week. I rented a film and I enjoyed it. I watched the new Wonka. Have either of you watched this yet?
No,
I've heard good things, but I haven't seen it yet.
It is a completely different approach. It's like the prequel to the Willy Wonka story we know, like how he meets and starts to work with the Oompa Loompas and his struggle to become successful, opposed to just where like Gene Wilder is just rolling down the hill and he's just got this fucking place. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It is really good. I dug the fuck out of it. I'm glad they went with Hugh Grant and not Brad Williams. He's a way more fucking convincing character. You know what I mean? Like, I saw Brad Williams in an interview dissing that fucking role, and it made me laugh. And then I watched the movie. I'm like, the dude did a good job. Go fuck yourself.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
amazing.
watch Wonka and watch Black Mirror. Completely different fucking experiences.
That's wild. I'm surprised to get a good review out of Wonka from you, but that is like the third or fourth good review I've heard of that.
I also dig that kind of shit, though. I like
me too.
I like kid family friendly movies because I'm still a fucking soft fan.
If it's good, if it's good, that's what I like. That's nice.
It is, and the Oompa Loompa thing is not overdone like it is in the other ones. It's done beautifully.
Only thing I'll contribute to that is that I've had at least 5 people in my life tell me that it's a great movie, and I haven't had anybody tell me it's a bad movie.
Yeah,
and
I paid $20 to watch it, and I'm not upset.
And hey, I'm living in a house right now where I spent a good 30 minutes earlier singing songs from Encanto. So I'm here for it.
He loves Encanto. Loves it.
Yeah. I wish I lived in the walls here sometimes.
Yeah. We don't talk about Bruno in the walls.
Let's talk about Bruno.
Great segment, boys. I love your recommendations. I'm going to check all of them. I'm very much excited for both Dumb Money and Wonka. I'm going to check them.
I am so strong and I am the ugly fat sister. Why do people hate me so much?
That's my takeaway from Encanto too.
She's great. That's my favorite song.
Beautiful and could make flowers with my hands.
It's such a good song.
18 mules in all of these cans. I gotta tell you, when we're done recording, who I always think of when that sister comes on screen. But
sounds good. Let's
go ahead to the next thing.
All right, here we go.
Florida man.
Just for the record, I could do Coco and Luca also. Like, what do you like?
Sure.
Like, I'm ready. We should do a whole segment sometime. This week's episode, Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Man wields machete, vows to eat his body in chilling threat to landscaper.
He looks like he'll eat your body.
Is he eating his own body?
Yo, if you saw Samuel Diorio in the wild, would you think he's about to eat your body?
Samuel Diorio?
I'm calling my dentist and asking him about his fucking cousin. That's what I'm doing.
His name is not Samuel Diorio.
Look at the bottom right there. Yeah, it is.
That's like
he's got his BSO.
Diorio? Is he a cookie fortune guy?
A Coral Springs man is charged with assault with a deadly weapon after he allegedly threatened to kill a landscaping worker and eat his body.
Wait, a landscaping worker? Why them?
Why are you screaming into the microphone again? Why do you keep doing that?
I'm not. I'm literally. I've been making an effort.
When you pull it into your mouth and then scream into it, like it's pretty fucking evident what's going on.
You guys have asked me to do this. You've been like, "Hey, can you please make sure that you're talking into the microphone?"
Yes,
legitimately, I'm not piling on, but tonight it's so much louder all of a sudden. I don't know why. It's like
this is
so
crazy.
Loud.
I'm doing the same thing I was doing last week.
It's okay. Let's keep going. Just I don't know. Just don't talk.
On February 5th, the Coral Springs Police Department responded to reports of a man threatening victims with a weapon near the 8200 block of Northwest 38th Street. According to the report, upon arrival, officers were told by the victim on the scene that the conflict originated between himself and the man, later identified as Samuel Diorio, 63, of Coral Springs. After a previous encounter on February 3rd, when the victim, a local landscaping company owner operating Complete Lawn Care, this is a really long run-on sentence, narrowly avoided hitting DiOrio, who was walking his dog at the time. The victim told officers the near miss resulted after he was forced to veer off the road to avoid a collision with another vehicle. Following the incident, a verbal altercation set the stage for Monday's confrontation.
I will eat you.
I think that's what we're about to get to. As the landscaper and his crew worked at a nearby residence, DiOrio approached, photographing the company's truck, leading to an exchange of heated words. The situation quickly escalated when DiOrio allegedly brandished a machete and began yelling threats toward the landscaper, stating, "I'll cut you to pieces and I'll cut you up today."
At least he's prompt.
It was later discovered during interviews with DiOrio himself that he told the victims he would kill them and eat their bodies. Fearing for his safety, the victim, armed with only a water hose, Is
this in Cuba where there's a limit on how much human meat you can eat? Maybe he's trying to make a buck.
It's right across the water from there. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Across the pond, as an old member would have said.
CSPD officers gathered evidence that corroborated the victim's account, including video surveillance. The footage showed DiOrio with a machete aggressively pointing it at the landscaper. Despite DiOrio's claim of self-defense, alleging the landscaper had threatened to kill him during their initial dispute, the video evidence and witness statements painted a different picture. During the police interview, DiOrio's story unraveled and he ultimately admitted to the altercation. He acknowledged brandishing the machete and making threats, but attributed them to his frustration over the earlier traffic incident and perceived threats from the landscaper.
Yeah.
DiOrio, on probation at the time of the incident, turned himself into the Coral Springs Police Department on February 6th. He was later transported to the Broward County Main Jail. Let's just get another look here at Mr. DiOrio.
I've got
eat his body.
I got a weird take on this. You know,
I would love to hear it.
One of my favorite pastimes was peeing outside.
Same.
Right. Like off my back patio, my back deck. At the new house, I'm a little bit more hesitant because my point here is there's Ring cameras everywhere. Now, the same reason I don't want to expose myself to a camera in my backyard is the same reason this guy should know you can't do this.
Yeah.
You can't. And if you do this, you cannot lie about it. Like, I would never try to lie about something that happened outside anymore of my entire adult life. Like, there's no reason, because there's 17 fucking angles of everything that happens everywhere you go. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, I no longer feel safe.
Every street, every business, everything, everywhere.
Street light, every intersection. Like, you literally, like, you can't. So why be like, no, that wasn't me. I was just saying that I wanted to sell him this futon. No, sir, you tried to eat his dick. Oh, you're right. You got footage of that, do you? Like, I don't understand the world.
You got footage of that, do you?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the other night, we all hear this loud crash outside of our house. And we all go outside, and somebody was texting, I think, and ran into a street pole right out front of my house and they ripped the hinges right out of the cement. Well, guess what? Within a fucking hour, they knew who it was because they checked 3 Ring cameras, got 4 different angles off 3 cameras. Don't ask me. I'm not good at math. And they fucking found the guy because nothing goes undocumented anymore, man. It's fucking crazy. So, I don't know. I don't know if that was relevant, but it made me think of peeing outside and the pole. Yeah. Hey, that's what I call
you can't threaten to eat people in private anymore. I get what you're saying.
But the point is, you can't do anything anymore.
You can't.
Remember back in the day, you could just jerk off and walk up and down the street? Not today.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Not today. Not with you.
Good old days.
Especially a guy like this, he doesn't even have teeth. Look at him.
I was jerking my gherkin walking through Aurora, Colorado, just having a good old time. You know what I mean?
Later that night was the Batman movie, so thanks for inspiring that.
I was already locked up by then. Get your story straight.
Locked up. You had a slap bracelet on. Shut the fuck up.
I'm locked up. Won't let me out.
We're out of here.
Florida, man.
I feel like the only other thing I got to add right now is
too loud.
No, it's fine because
So
you're
now
not
you're
holding it
better.
in your mouth and yelling. You're doing a
holding it
combination
the
of the
same
two.
fucking way that I've been holding
Cotton,
it.
it's
All we wanted
we're
to
not
be-
mad at you, but when
it's
you
not a bit.
re-listen, you'll agree.
It's not a bit. We just want you to not yell into it, and we also don't want it to sound like it's rubbing against your plastic necklace or your fucking beard. That's all we're asking. But
well played.
Everyone's got their fucking. Go ahead.
It's literally, bro. You're stressing on it. It's the first time in weeks it sounded that crazily loud for like a whole segment. I just
It's
didn't say
okay.
anything because I didn't want to upset you. Because your feelings matter.
I just want to emphasize we haven't said this.
Piece of shit.
We haven't said this yet today. It is currently.
No, when you sound bad, I sound better. So
it's episode
true.
182. And you know, as much
What-
as we've been
what
telling
month is it?
as much as we've been telling the down below tonight that he's just fucking. I mean,
don't be a lazy fuck. Come on.
a garbage
broke.
human.
that's what we've been saying to him for the majority of the night. But the thing that I
But what
just
do you
want to say
think?
one more time to our upper left would be
On this podcast, we hail to the Pumpkin King.
Fucking dick
I
sucker.
forgot about that.
I think it's a good way to be. And the last thing that I want to leave you guys with tonight is this.
I ate my brother.
Way to bring it the fuck back. Hey,
Thanks
next
for
week
bringing it
on
all the way back.
183, let's go ahead and we're saying it now. Let's go ahead and fuck with Johnny 5 and let's go through some fatter wax with Johnny 5 on episode 183. What do you say, fellas?
Stop it.
We got
You
a
want
All
it?
plan.
about it. See, I'm not even going to do a curtain poll. Yes, I'm about it. I'm about it.
Oh my
All
God,
right,
this is
so
so
but
exciting.
that's on
I'm so excited.
183. We're still on 182. So with that, we tell you guys thank you so very much for joining us. This has been a dope ass episode. We've had a lot of fun. We've learned a lot. We've cried. We've laughed. We've maybe even jismed a little bit on our down low.
But Jay, before we get going, can you talk to the people and tell them where they can send us some clips and some tips and some they can?
Oh, I
ask
was
for-
getting to all of that. Believe you me. You can
Take us-
text
take us
and
into
send us any sort of content on Tracy's tip line. That's an exclusive new title. Tracy's tip line at 303-578-8952. That is video submissions, things for this or that, things for Florida Man, things for whatever the fuck. If you want a brand new segment, you want to see us do something completely different, send that suggestion to Tracy's tip line, and I almost guarantee you we'll put something together and we'll do it. So yeah,
You want
hit
to
us
see a
up.
picture of Jay's hard meat? You want to see a picture of Cotton's hard meat?
Where do you get a picture of that hard meat?
It makes us hard when you guys.
This
send
guy's
stuff.
a super fudgy. I don't know if you
Super
can still
fudgy.
say that. But you can also hit us up anywhere you want on all the different socials at Scrub Hop on everything. Twitter, Facebook, Spotify, whatever the fuck, Deezer, Dweezer, Cheezer, all of them, man. Hard R's on all of that shit.
Dweezil
I don't give a
Zappa.
fuck.
We're on him, too.
Dweezil Zappa follows us. But
That's
at
true.
Scrub Hop on everything. What else we got on there? You can hit us up on Patreon.
You can.
That's true. Patreon.com/scrubhop.
Again?
In case they didn't say that very clear, Cotton, one more time, if you would, please.
That's at patreon.com/scrubhop.
I don't think I
Oh,
could have
great.
said that better myself, but in
I don't
case
think
you
you
didn't
could've.
hear it, it is on the bottom of your screen right now.
It
That is
is
$5 a month. There's one tier. There's nothing to fuck with. You go there, you click it, you pay $5 a month. You get the episodes a day
Patreon.com
earlier.
ain't nothing to fuck with.
That's
What?
right. You get the episodes a day early, and physical media will be sent to your house for free as it is released. So go ahead over there,
what was it one more time?
patreon.com/scrubhop. Cotton?
That's at patreon.com/scrubhop.
So yeah, definitely go there and fuck with us. Fuck with your boys. We love you guys very, very much. Is that all we got tonight?
I think that's all we got, guys. I think that's all we got.
Yep.
Lastly, you know,
I'll fuck you till you love me.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We will
Happy
fuck you till you love me. Valentine's Day was 3 days ago. Nobody gives a fuck anymore.
Oh, guys. Oh shit. No. We're gonna get in trouble. Fuck, we forgot last week. We have to shout out the sponsor. I'm so
Like,
sorry,
share,
guys.
comment.
Hit us up and make sure that you show some love to our one and only sponsor.